was accepted. And even after he became the messenger of Allah, and he was tormented, and he lost so much material things, trustworthy. Because when Allah revealed to him that it was time to make the hijrah from Mecca to Medina, and who was going to go with him, he gave 2 assignments to Ali. What was the first assignment that he gave to Ali? Because there was a plot, right? Sleep in my bed. Sleep in my bed and put on my favorite robe, because they know about it. If that's in the bed, a person in the bed, that's me, right? Because what Quraysh had done, no one wanted to be responsible for killing Muhammad the Trustworthy. So they got young men from each one of their tribes to go in, and everybody was going to go in at the same time and lay a blow. Everybody. So he told Ali, he said, Ali, you gonna lay in the bed. He said, but I need you to do something else. What else did he tell Ali to do?
Return all the items back to the original owner.
To the original owners. Were all the original owners that those items being returned back to Muslims? No. So you mean to tell me the same people that have tormented, ridiculed, all these things to me and my for all these years, I am still trustworthy enough to them to keep their items. They didn't say, oh, because he said he's a messenger of Allah, we'll go get our stuff. We still trust him with our things. He's still trustworthy. It's just we don't want to accept that. And all that was really about money, y'all. It was about money. Because when the idolatry changed, the attitude changed. That means that the people had to change. That means we're finna lose money. What that sound like today? What it sound like each time? If we need people to write, then they can't stop idolizing and working and focusing on the other things of the world. And that is a consumer. The world consists of what? Consumer possession and domination over people's what? And what is it the problem the world wants to own? Your attention. They want to own your intellect. They want to own your spirit. They want to control your morality. Same thing back then. If I gambled, I had a gambling god. If I had whatever it was, because it made what sense to me, and it made me feel what? Good. It fed a desire, right? Same thing. So we accept things and we have destroyed it. That's why it's propaganda against Islam throughout the world. We'll knock down them idols. But he was so trustworthy that he did stuff. That's a characteristic, that's a model, right? In him you find the most exemplary role model. That's what I said, right? And even so much so in the character of the prophet, when we go into the seerah of the prophet, and I know I focus on the prophet when we talked about a particular time. I remember we talked about in the Jumu'ah the particular time in which the prophet exemplified and gave so much of his character. Because even with this, I know my wife because of salvation, all these other things because of you. And I got your stuff. told them that I ain't thought about it. The average human being, you mistreat them and do them wrong, and they have that. See, your first instinct is, or at least think about it. We said to the Jumma that there are times that we touch each other the wrong way. They say something that's sharp on the way home. Ooh, we. I don't think I should have said that. My brother so-and-so got to come back home. Because I know them. What are you knowing about them? Their character. If someone in their character can come back, you know, how are you going to get it? But they didn't see that in our school life. They still trusted him because his character was so exemplary that it could not be questioned. You question his prophethood, but you never question his character. There was a time in which we discussed that the prophet exemplified humility, patience. 3 times we talked about it. What situation we get when we talked about on Friday? Inshallah, everybody can. One with the children, but one we focused on 3 times. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Treaty of Hudaybiyah. Let's go back. Prophets in the day. Several battles have gone, the Muslims are doing well, and he receives revelation that it's time to make what? The Ummah. He takes a party of Muslims with him, as well as his wife, Salama. And they have camels set up, the slaughter, but they have the camels to ride. Now, that was a stressful journey. Because when the Quraysh found out, they were sending people to try to put him out. Huh? They planned and Allah planned and Allah what? What is best. He settled in the valley of Hudaybiyah. Now, for those of us who know the history of the Sirah, how close is Hudaybiyah to Mecca? It's right outside the camp. It's right outside the camp. And they were there. And of course, that's something like there's certain things that went about in our history. And it ended up settling that there was a party of the Quraysh that was led by Suhail ibn Sam. And they came to the valley. And they were trying to discuss the treaty. And in the beginning of the treaty and getting the treaty signed and put together, Ali was one of the scribes. And Ali wrote, right? So I said, what? Now we don't do that. I don't know who Rahim is. The Muslims don't know who Rahim is. I've never heard of that. I don't know who Rahim is. And he said, right? He said, I don't know. I said, you're not a problem. The Muslims get tight. He won't call Allah Rahim. And then they went on, and I wrote that these are the terms of the truce between Muhammad, the messenger of Allah, and Suhail, the son of Emma. He said, who is the messenger of Allah? He's not the messenger of Allah. If he's the messenger of Allah, then we wouldn't be sitting here doing this treaty. You could go in and you can make Umrah. No, we're not gonna put that in there. Now the Muslims, they get tight in. What you mean? You won't accept and respect who the messenger of Allah is? How dare you? He said, put in Muhammad ibn Abdullah. And what was the prophet response? Fine. That says a lot. We live in a world right now. Right? We live tight. But do we live? He wasn't disrespecting the prophet when he said that he was Muhammad ibn Allah. So that's who he is. Right? That's an example on the Jummah that whenever I return to Allah, on my headstone be my highest Mati Allah. Not even that title that everybody wants to. Lieutenant. Lieutenant. What that got to do with Muhammad? That's why I said, why I'm doing it. I'm not at work. Why is that so important for you to say? But I also question myself. And that I'm questioning my character. Because if all you can identify me with is something that's connected to a job, then I am not doing well in my character development. Am I putting on the proper dress of the prophet? That says a lot. Rasulullah did words out there. That's humility. And then we go on. The treaty says that those of the Quraysh that came to Islam and fled Mecca without the permission of their guardians, whether it be their parents or the people that said that they own them, that they had to go back to the Quraysh. And in it also says the prophet and fled to the Quraysh. The prophet said, keep that on. The birth of was made down in you. Those were some of the conditions. Slave. Show. With his son. Abu Jahl was our son. He was considered a young man, a child. He brought him in and chains. And he beat him in front of the and the believers ready to fight, they ready to go, but looking at the prophet. He ain't moved. He ain't did nothing. This was so much sudden enragement until Umar, he walked up on the prophet and addressed the prophet. Are you a question? Are you not Allah's messenger? Are we not right and our enemies wrong? I said yes. Then why are we yielding in such an ugly way against our faith? The prophet's response was, I am Allah's messenger and I will not disobey. Now let's look at that right there. You had Umar question the prophet. Are you not God's messenger? the manner that you're saying it is in an aggressive tone. What do I stand for? Did he attack him? No, he did not. He said, I am. Parents, we have a role. We have a spirit and a responsibility. There are sometimes our offspring do what? They'll question us sometimes, right? Oh, for most parents, and I'm just using a authoritative role. Most parents ain't gonna accept it. Most parents ain't gonna look at the situation and say, okay, hey, I know there's a lot of going on. Regardless of what's going on, you're going to address me and respect me in a manner that you should. So I got something for him. Let me talk to you. I got something for him. Prophet was humble in his response to Imam. Hit number 3 during that battle. After everything was done and all this injury was done to the Muslims, and I'm sorry, it also said that Muslims could not enter Medina. They would come back next. But now, Rasulullah, you told us that we were going to make Umrah. You said that we would go in and make Umrah. And now because you did this with them, we can't. That's a blunder. Rasulullah stood in front of the believers. He told them, slaughter your camels. They shaved their head. You know what they did? Just said this. They didn't move. He said, slaughter your camels. They shaved your head. They didn't move again. Injured, he was. So much so he went back to his tent and he spoke with his wife. And he told her what happened. But he sought wise counsel from his life partner. Because that's what a wife is. That's what a husband is. That term means more than just somebody I do down to we had a wedding. This is my life partner. According to this way of life, it is half an identity. So you're walking down the road with not just your wife, but with your what? Or your husband, with your partner. And when he told her what had happened, her response is, say nothing. Just do it. How many of us we need to say that we go out for a situation? And they tell us something, we don't come up with another point. Or we don't say how I feel this way. So much to the point that it goes from being advice to almost an argument with your life partner. And the Christian had to say, okay, alhamdulillah, I know this. You do what you want to do. You came to me. And if then Allah brought you in this room, we've had this discussion. I told you what we're doing. I give you sacrifice. I give you Quran. Do alhamdulillah, do what you want to do, brother. Then we have to, okay, okay. And sometimes we walk in a reluctant manner, even doing what is right. When Salama told the prophet, don't say anything. What you advise to do, be the action, be the verb. Don't be the word, be what? Verb. And most of the time, in dealing with our character, it's not what we say, but it's what we want. That's one of the biggest things about character. Because your character is your abstract nature. It's not your physical nature. It is your abstract nature. It can't be seen, but it can be what? Felt. It can be absorbed. And when he went and he saw his camera and he shaded the pig, what do you think the believers did? They did the same thing, but not just, oh, no. They got up. They got up rejuvenated. They got up being back. Their spirits were rejuvenated and heightened and strengthened again. Because they saw in this whole situation, this was a crime. And his character did not respond what? Negatively to anything. Then there's another part of the story that extends beyond. On the way back to Medina, something happened. Can anybody tell me what happened? And those who are part of the Sarah Omar. Remember, Omar walked on the prophet. Omar was so concerned about what he had done. He can't even say anything to the prophet. He just go aside. What that sound like? Or what it look like for us in today's time? Somebody tell me. Support. Now remember what he did, he questioned it. Are you not God's messenger? You already know he's God's messenger, but you say it in a sarcastic way. Ain't we right by what we doing? Then why are we questioning? Why are we doing it this way? Remember what he did, y'all. So he's thinking what? In his nature, in his character. When we get back home, I'm what? It's gonna happen, right? It's gonna go down. What is the worst thing that one could have ever achieved in the presence of God?
That's not it. To disrespect the fact that he was. That's what he did.
That's what he did. And he's thinking his prophet is gonna be what? If the prophet disregards you and he shuns you, what worse punishment can you have? But that can get no worse than that. Because you have attacked his message. So if he's shunned you, removed you from his presence, you just waiting on the line to put that boom on him. He rolled up beside the messenger of Allah. He waited. He ain't saying nothing. And you know what happened? Like in most ways, just said it's okay. We good. And they never spoke of it. It wasn't. Yeah, you did do that, but it wasn't a point. It was quite clear because he understood what emotions were overwhelmed during that time. And yes, I am the messenger of Allah. And I have a responsibility above and beyond what your needs, wants, and desires are. How is that similar to us as a community? If you're sitting in a position on the board or in the Imam staff, and people, I want this to happen, I want that to happen. How come we ain't doing it? How come we ain't moving in this direction? Moving too slow. But those who are in those positions can't fall upon their character flaw. They have to look into what? The uswatul hasana of Rasul alayhi wasallam. So how you feel and what you want may not be what is best. Because the moves at that time wanted a whole bunch of things to happen. I want you to put our hand in my hand. I was a third floor kid. I want to know how third at one time was. So we had to be patient, and for that time to come about, and for that spirit to come about, and for that intellectual understanding to come about, for that part of renovation. Because we had to renovate ourselves. We had to do a remodeling of our own selves first, and into that proper spirit and proper acceptance of things. I need you to be able to say you Islam account. There are many times where we have people, we need 10 brothers here, we need 20 brothers here, we need 50 brothers here. Can we please get 2 brothers? If I can see that. But when the Imam gets up and moves, or when the Imam's class gets up and moves, or when the boys or when the sisters get up and do something, then everybody else does what? They do it and they do it what? Not the sluggish, man. They do it in the spirit of pleasing whom? Allah. See, now look at these things. This is more than just words on paper. That should be emulated and responded to them. We make treaties with each other every day. We're entitled to things, but my spirit of understanding is what's most important. We say word to each other. No pastor didn't say a cross word against the messenger of Allah. The audacity, look at, bro, really? I know we cool. Why you say it? Compare it now to just this and even day-to-day life. Some of us got to go on these jobs and deal with these people that we know are so courageous. These people are so corrupt, are so endowed in whatever idolatry or culture or whatever or mean spirit. Until do we respond as they respond? Or do we live in the dress, or we put on the dress that model that should be exemplified at all times? This was a human being. Because if it didn't hurt him, it didn't move, he wanted to talk to who? His wife. And when we seek good counsel, we should accept what the counsel is. That's an example within it. I was sure that was done. Now, if it wasn't correct, y'all, when she gave him the proper understanding of the word, the actions that were done, first of all, the dress. The uswatul hasana of the prophet, that's the sunnah. Who can every day? My character is not as my outfit, then am I properly dressed? Question. That's a question. You say no? Okay. Yeah.
As-Salaamu Alaikum.
Wa alaikum as-salam.
Character, our and beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had the most exemplary character. He had something beyond his character. He had integrity, that which we couldn't see, which when no one is around. Character we present when others are around, but when no one is around us, that's when the integrity of our character shows bright to a more.
My question is not integrity a character, characteristic, a character trait. It's not integrity. Integrity is a character trait, right?
Yes.
Because if you don't have integrity, people see that trait. Whether it's not present or not. What we're talking about now is we're talking about the uswatul of the body, that proper dress. We're talking about in front of people and behind people, and behind closed doors. Because his character, like you said, Brother Omar, was done is that he was standing before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always. Everything he did, I stand before Allah. I'm not worried about you. I'm standing before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the dress that I'm talking about. That's the exemplary character that you're talking about. You talk about that integrity, that characteristic of that. That's that characteristic that you're talking about. The one that is seen, the one that is not seen.
That's all. You know, there is but Christians always that when you dress and you look in the mirror, you say, "Oh Allah, please look my hair so pleasing than my dress." I say that. You know, we supposed to go out looking our best, but you always say, "Oh Allah, make my character more pleasing than my dress." And the comment in reference to singing a lot, though we see him not, when we do about it, when we do, we keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
We forget sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes people treat it like a lot don't see us. We had a conversation one time about that. You know, people would act like, you know, it's just me and people, but a lot is always awesome. So, you know, so we do things and we treat each other as though Allah sees us, don't see us.
So, like dress, you know, think about the physical appearance. All the people at that time dressed like the robbers, the highwaymen, cheaters, the volunteers, hunters, all of them had yellow bills, Imam, and you know, all of them dressed alike. So the physical dress itself doesn't make Muslim or make a decent character.
Mm-hmm.
The outward appearance is superficial and can be very deceptive. So we shouldn't at any time just think because a person has a certain kind of dress on that person's character is one that's decent and respectful and has a moral kind of validity to it.
My interpretation of dress, I think it's more the mentality and physical. It is how you walk, how you talk, how you feel, and how you say things, and how you present yourself. If it's a physical thing, besides how you look, that's a more active version of it. It's more the mentality.
We say the human spirit, the human mind, and the human intellect that expresses itself in non-physical creation. What did you say to somebody? Someone else said that before I even said that. And man, what would Muhammad said that? Yeah, abstract that. is that human spirit, that human mind, that human intellect that expresses itself beyond our physical mind. Because if I was to say, you was out in public, and somebody said, man, you know, Mr. Wale, you know, when they talk about it, I said, Mr. Wale. I said, you talking about the man Wale Shaheed? Yeah! Everybody smile. Then everybody talks about him. Right? I gave you an example when you say Big Luke. Here. It's not. He ain't Big Luke because it's fine. He's Big Luke because of his heart. Because of his character, because of who he was, or who we remember him to be. That's why when the physical is gone, we live forever. Especially if we are what? Good dress, good character, good name, good spirit. A man born to be Muhammad will never die. He's doing out with us. But as long as we but continue to know his spirit, his intellect, his mind, his heart, that is within what? That is within, that's why we come to we cannot stop now. We continue, that's our continual slogan. Huh? When we talk about just you know, I hope, inshallah, that when somebody says, you know, Brother Muhammad, besides being internationally known as able, I'm internationally known as able to. There's something said well. They won't be all new. Oh, that brother right there. Oh, I know. Well, somebody say, oh yeah, I know him. That ain't good. That ain't good. That means I need to do work. That means I need to fix my dress. I need to lean towards more. It's the character of Rasulullah. When we talk about, they say the prophet will smile. Sometimes they smile. A smile does what? What does a smile do? What type of it?
In my opinion, the person is looking at real regard for. Now, I think the smile is the person looking at something that, or something that they're pleased with, that they have regard for, that they have a certain kind of respect for. When a person smiles at them, and smile is not thinking is an approval, so to speak. That's not a smile is a form of charity. And it does not necessarily have to physically see somebody. You can think about it. It is contagious. If a person has a real spirit, it's contagious. I was just reading something the other day, and it was talking about how much energy it takes to frown, as opposed to the less amount of energy it takes to smile, but the effects are greater. So I can be talking to somebody, and I can almost know they're going to make you kind of laugh. Know what they're going to talk to, because you kind of know the spirit of the person, and it's just, I just alhamdulillah. But it'll make you smile, and I know it from my spirit and from my own soul. I try to. I don't always. Nobody here always. But I try to because it's good for my spirit. Right. So it is a form that we can practice. If you can do a form, I don't have this, I don't have it, but you can find it. It's somebody. And you can't take it back. And you say that somebody said somebody, I was smiling at you and ain't nothing you do about it.
Ain't nothing you do about it. Yes, sir.
As-Salaamu Alaikum. Smile does have a lot of great effects to things. Anyway,
Yes, sir.
and you think about how, it's very difficult. I don't know if you do it, but how can you be mad and smile at the same time?
You know what? You can be mad, and Allah will bless you with something pleasant or good. He'll give you that good thought. And sometimes you want to be mad, but your smile is saying, no, we're not. No, we're not. Truth will win. So God's peace will win over what Shaitan has placed inside your head at that time. Because there have been times as a priest, I've been on the elevator at work, and whatever was happening, it was heavy. And it showed on my face. I was trying to let it show on my face, but it showed on my face. Somebody would get on the elevator, and they would just say something funny. And I said, you don't know how much of a blessing that you are. Because you smile and those endorphins and that bad energy going away. That insecurity, that falsehood, that truth of God's promise has knocked the sense out of the falsehood of the lie that is sitting on my head and sitting on my heart. Because it really ain't that bad. And medicine is coming. People talk about that word, but that character, that smile. People love you. Because you smile. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know if you're going through anything, but I know every time I see you, the smile that you extend is so powerful. It's so endearing. You can't help but smile. I've seen you in the streets when I'm from the world. I'm talking about it now. I've seen you in the streets of discussion. And you said, well, how we gonna argue with that? We try. Well, yeah, but that's that contagious, did I get him out? That contagious spirit. And I am thinking that this is my thought process of this. Smiling is if you would thank the prophet. Standing before Allah one guy and that frown is going to be black men. We sweet. I'm so sick of us frown. That's all black men do nowadays. Every time you go down the street, you ready to scout. What? For what? For what? Let's look at history. You survived. You are a descendant of survival of the middle class. Smile. Because I've ridden along the middle path. And the sharks still follow that path of travel. But alhamdulillah, you made it. Somebody's grandmama, great-grandmama made it. Smile. You've been blessed to go through chattel slavery, become a new creation, a new understanding. And then God turns around and gives you his blessed revelation and understanding of this spirit and brings about a new mind, a new existence, a new human being. It returns you back to his oneness and submission to him, not to man to decide, and we go around. Because yeah, he went through that, no more, no greater. And with the message of Almighty God, heal, be joyful, and be patient. It is my part to his community and to humanity. So, what is my son?
Does anyone recall old song where the woman says, "Since I left you, I got a brand new smile"? Well, and relating to what you said about the brothers, a lot of times we see them on the street or frowning. They just need a new relationship. And they need that relationship with the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I think that would be an impetus for persona.
Like my son, that dress of smile be a good introduction. If you are at the same brother in your neighborhood, go to the corner store. He frowned. The next day, how you doing, brother? You see that? Eventually, that person's gonna do what? Hey man, why you always smile? Ooh. Then that conversation, that dialogue comes about, right? And you ain't gotta talk to him long. I thought I know you did. I thought you did. Hey man, no, come back here. Are you gonna smile when I see you tomorrow? Inshallah. I'm saying how so powerful inshallah is. And hopefully inshallah we will end. What did inshallah, how was inshallah introduced to us in Islam? There was something that happened.
It's in Quran. It's in Quran. You say, before you say, I'm going to do so and so, you say, inshallah. When you say, you're going to do so and so, it's in Quran. And that's what you say, it's just that was directed to say, if it is Allah's will, that I will do so and so. So, that's how that's the part we try to exemplify, I'm doing it, what you say you're going to do it, but I have to say this right here. Years ago, there was a term on the student banquet. I ain't gonna never forget this. It's always comes to my heart. And there was this Khatib who said, somebody got up and said, inshallah. He said, y'all say inshallah. No, you ain't gonna do that. I never forgot it. That's important.
It is.
That's important. So when you say it, don't be playing with it. Because if you know you don't intend to do it, you know in your spirit you don't intend to do something, don't even say inshallah. Because you know your intent. But Allah sure has control of all things. But if you know you intend, you say, yeah, inshallah, you're not know the quick point. Because it gets recorded.
So during the time of the prophet, I see that prophet.
We got the inshallah story. My beloved son Isa was younger, elementary. He wanted to spend the night over his house. And I was like, no. He said, but you didn't even say inshallah. Because I know it's no.
No. In the seer of the prophet, during the time of the prophet, Quraysh was so concerned with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that they bring about the revelations that they actually sent a party of individuals to Yathrib, Medina, to speak with the Jewish rabbi concerning who this person was. Is he really God's prophet? And the rabbi said that, okay, if he's really God's prophet, he can answer these three questions. The first question was ask him of some young men who left their folk in the days of old, how it was with them. For their tale is a tale of wonder, and then ask him the tidings of a traveler who reached the ends of the earth, east and west. And then ask him of the Spirit, what it is. If he tells you the things, follow him as your prophet. And they came back from their journey, and they asked the prophet these three things. They say, I'll give you the answers tomorrow. And he didn't say, inshallah. And in that, Allah made him wait 15 nights, excuse me, before that answer even came about. And when he did give him those answers, the revelation, and say not anything, verily I shall do that tomorrow, except thou sayest, inshallah. So, and Moses Shamaine said, don't just say inshallah, you don't have true intentions on doing it. Because the prophet had true intentions and answered the question, but he didn't say be a whose will, be Allah's will. So anytime we make our true intentions to do something with anybody, we're supposed to say what? Inshallah. Now, those questions, you can find two of those answers in 4 hours. You'll be in the cave. Boom, done that. And the rabbi said he answered those three questions. Follow him. He answered. Even the rabbi said, come out he had to come out. Because there was nothing that he knew about before this time, nothing that his people knew about before those times. But the story behind it is, he said, I will get it to you tomorrow. And he didn't say what? Inshallah. Inshallah. Inshallah is so important that if I say I'm going outside to the car, what should I say before that? Inshallah. Because I gave an example. I can step on this rug and break my leg. Inshallah is so important that there is a friend of mine. Because we were talking at work and we were young. And I said, well, inshallah, we'll see what we do. Inshallah, inshallah, we need to go after lunch and do it. And then I'm like, okay, after lunch, let's go do this. I was saying inshallah so much. And when something was good, alhamdulillah so much. He said, hi. What's up, T-Rick? He said, alhamdulillah. I said, alhamdulillah. Inshallah, I said, in God's will, anything is possible. It has become a part of his relationship. And he has a true conception of what it means to say, inshallah. He has a true conception of what alhamdulillah means. And even when I'm talking to him about things where I can hear the down spirit, he said, well, inshallah, everything will be okay. Alhamdulillah. I said, alhamdulillah. I appreciate that. He said, I got you. I got you. So I say that to say this. When our character, our proper dress, no matter if we're in a uniform, no matter if we're in a tie, whatever our proper dress is constantly exemplified, and we follow the excellent model that we get and the character of the prophet, then sometimes nothing has to be said, but everything is heard and understood. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So I know we're at that time. It is time to close out this portion of our Talim. I pray that everything that was said today is first and foremost pleasing to Allah. If anything that I said that was improper, it was correct. May Allah forgive me. May He spare me. May He give me proper direction and guidance. I pray that each and every one in this room that can hear us out in the internet land understand. After you hear the word, it's going to come next to and say, I feel with you. Let's look within ourselves and say, I mentally, intellectually, and spiritually look right. I follow the most beautiful example, the most excellent example, the most pristine nature of the mercy of all mankind, which is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Assalamu alaikum. Imam,
Assalamu alaikum. You know, we're in the process now. You, y'all can hear me?
No, sir. Mike.
I love her. Assalamu we're in the process of getting some new air conditioning units installed. And if you have noticed, those air conditioners are secured under some cages. Brother, those cages ain't nothing to play with. So what I'm asking is that we have some brothers meet us here in the morning to help us secure those cages over the new air conditioning units that we are going to get, so that we won't lose them before we use them. Okay? But you know, people will come and take the air conditioning unit. It's just not secured. So now, the air conditioners are supposed to be delivered at 9 o'clock in the morning. May not have to be here at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to be here at 8 o'clock in the morning. But if you can just take a couple of hours out of your time, come down here and help us secure those cables once these air conditioners are hooked up and ready to go. Now, it's going to take more than one day, I'm thinking, for the 4 new ones to be installed and the one that's got to be serviced. So we're going to leave brothers out here now. But that's what somebody might say, that's going to be for him to do. Let me tell you something. One company wanted us to pay in $71,000 to replace those units. One company wanted us to pay $51,500 to replace those units. This brother is charging us $30,000 to replace those units and repair one unit free of charge. So I think that we should each to help him get those air conditioners installed. Thank you. Go ahead, Mom.
anyone else? Question. Female, those units out there, you know, as the units that already are out there, the old, take it out. You know, we learn in the process, you know, cases that service those workers was not service for the cost of the way it was. Yeah. But now the new units, we're gonna address that as an issue. Okay. Properly with everything.
There's only one case that's going to have to be modified to allow the maintenance man to service those damages. And we had a brother come down yesterday who does the welding and what have you, and he's going to come back to take some measures and see what it would cost the pages that would make it accessible for the maintenance man.
The way you can deal already half an hour or so before the time to make our way here. And if we don't the cages, we're going to just use cages. Is the company going to install where the unit is being placed?
Install what?
Install the new unit.
They're coming here for
That's what I'm saying, is it going to install it secure?
what we want to do. That's what we want to do. But in order to secure, that's what I'm asking now. The brother be here to help us relocate.
So we just cage up and put it down there, and it's going to do anything other than that. But we just got to lift the cage up, right?
The cage is already lifted up. We did that yesterday.
Okay.
Now we got to secure it now. Once they say so.
How is that going to be done? How we going to do it?
We're going to grab hold to those cages and put them back in their place. That's how we going to do it.
Alright, so,
I mean, you said, how we going to do it? We're going to grab hold to them. Put them back in their place. That's how we got them out of the place.
Cases have already been moved. Cases have already been moved. So it's supposed to be placed there. And when they're putting them in the slot line out, yes, yeah. Okay.